Welcome to Driving Immersion. This is the immersive racing experience. We drive from the cockpit without any assists except for what exists in the car. Le Mans Ultimate is a very detailed simulation of the World Endurance Championship Series. We will be racing in Le Mans Ultimate using as much of the simulation factors to be as close to the racing as possible. This is the second segment of our full 24 hours of Le Mans series, and we start off in the pit stop. So you can see here in the timing that Robert Kubica in the yellow number 83 Ferrari is out of the race due to mechanical failure through a spin. And now we are having a look at our pit stop strategy, our first pit stop, and it looks like the tires are still in very good condition, especially considering we had a spin on the first turn. Our left rear is now at 70%, so here we are just going to add fuel to the vehicle and get back to racing. We are going to put in 95% or 0.95% fuel. And that is in comparison to our virtual energy. So going to be 40 seconds here just for fueling. Again, no tires.
So right now this fuel is going to take 40 seconds. Just are not changing tires. No need for any repairs.
And that is one of the Ferrari GT3s just behind us in the pits.
And as we're sitting in the pits, it looks like perhaps the Ferrari of Antonio Fuoco is also in. Here's the sound.
There we are, 40 seconds of virtual energy.
And it looks like we have them out of the pits.
And we are back on our way. As we enter back into the race, we are still in first place, just ahead of Alessandro Pergidi. And having a look at the timing, it looks like he had come into the pits as well.
Tires are up temperature.
So down the Mulsanne Straight, our tires are nearly up to temperature, as we didn't change them at all.
So second stint are 8 seconds ahead at this point, and you can start your tires. Tires are nearly up to temperature.
Here we are turning right through Arnage. Very sharp right-hander after the Andretti corner. Entering the Porsche S's. second place is going to be Matthew Jaminet in the Porsche. After pit stops by the other racers, coming around to complete another lap. Chicane down the Mulsanne Straight. Our goal here is to maintain the car, preserve the tires, and later on we'll see that we'll be saving fuel as well. And we're going to be doing that by lifting early. You can see there that by the 200-yard or 200-meter mark, we had already lifted. We can actually lift just before the 100 and brake hard. But again, as soon as we lift, we are saving fuel and regenerating electrical energy for the drive. So after the Mulsanne corner, the number 8 Toyota of Mars Medina in first place, 12 seconds behind Matthew Jaminet in one of the Porsche Penske's, Kevin Estra also in a Porsche Penske, Matt Campbell, Earl Bamber in a Cadillac, our teammate, the number 7 Toyota GR010, Jose Maria Lopez. Coming in through the Porsche S's once again, a very clear track here for the number 8 Toyota, and we are going to start preserving the tires and energy as well. So for the beginning of the race, we had put on the soft tires all around, so 4 sets or a full set of soft tires, and we are going to work to double stint these tires. Obviously, when we go to the medium or hards, we're going to extend it even more. And in the options for the race, we opted for 60 tires. And here within Le Mans Ultimate, we don't get to see which tires those are. Hopefully it's whatever we decide to use, but we should have 60 tires altogether. And that's not 60 sets, it's 60 individual tires. So again, the goal here is to go very fast, but the main goal is to preserve the car, save your tires, and save your fuel. The pit stops are going to be the costly factor unless we have any collisions or mechanical failures. Again, at this point, we are 54 minutes into the race. Time now 23:06 and 18 seconds. As you see there on the leaderboard.
This is United out of Sports. Good exit.
So once again, out of the Mulsanne corner, we are swiftly around the LMP2. So with a brief look around, you can see that it is a little bit overcast right now, and by timing it should be about 5:30 in the afternoon as we started the race at 4:30. A better look at the sky around as we cross the start-finish line once again. Quick check on the leaderboard shows that the Porsche of Matthew Jaminet remains in second place, and right now holding steady at about 11 to 12 seconds behind.
Gonna be a driving here in the car. Looks like Jaminet is not making headway. As the race goes on, all of the pit stops are going to be more staggered as cars will have different efficiencies, sometimes different excuses for being in the pits.
Riding on board with the number 4 Porsche, I believe this is Matthew Jaminet in second place as he rounds around the Mulsanne corner. Swiftly through the Indianapolis Straight.
Might be a slow car up here again.
Back on board with the number 8. You see that he's not too far away. 11 to 12 seconds is not a lot here at Le Mans, as it is a very long track. Having another look from the number 4 Penske Porsche.
There are standings. We are 13.2 seconds ahead of the Porsche. And this will be lap 17 of 383.
Riding on board, this is the number 2 Cadillac as he approaches the number 5 Penske Porsche. And there we are. Earl Bamber just got around Matt Campbell coming into the chicane. Slight lock up of the brakes there, but here comes our teammate, the number 7 Toyota GR010. This is Jose Maria Lopez coming in through the second chicane now through the Mulsanne Straits.
25 seconds ahead of Mat 7A, and we may be looking at saving more fuel at this point.
We are watching Matt Campbell in the number 5 Penske Porsche after getting passed by the number 2 Cadillac of Earl Bamber.
And this should be a GTP up here. No, it's a LMP2.
Coming in through Indianapolis, take care that we put the car back on balanced wheels.
Very squirrely there for the Porsche. LMP2 able to corner almost as good as the hypercar here. They just don't have the top speed and perhaps the acceleration.
Lap 340.99.
Seven laps now into the stint. Again, this should last us about 12 laps. There is our tire wear. 62% again for the left rear. So actually maintaining it pretty well. It did start at about 83% after the first turn in the first lap. So pretty well managed right now. So, Matt Giannone in the Porsche, 50 seconds behind now. And you have to be careful not to push the car. Again, conservation. Whether it's the fuel or the tires or the car itself.
Indianapolis once again. A lot of weight on the left-hand tires as we turn right, and then a lot of weight on the right-hand tires as we turn sharply left. Right turn through Arnage. Clear track once again for the number 8 Toyota GR010. May have been driving through the LMP2 and GT3 field in the last 5 or 6 laps. I believe this next segment of S's here were at one time called the Ford S's. And that is going to be 30, 31, 32, and 33. However, my current maps don't currently indicate that they are named the Ford S's, but if you know differently, you can comment below and let us know. Crossing the start-finish line once again. number 8 Toyota continues to be in the lead, and that is the second place number 4 Porsche of Matthew Jaminet of the Penske team, coming around through turn 1. Right now he's having to drive through the LMP2s and the GT3s. And that was the number 77 Proton competition Mustang that he passed by. So after a brief look on Google, we discovered that 31, 32, 33, and 29 are still called the Ford S's or the Ford Curves. And we continue to watch the Penske Porsche number 4. Again, currently in second place. And you can see the timing there. That is 19 seconds now, as the number 8 approaches the Andretti corner, and the number 4 exits the Mulsanne corner. Again, having a look around, it does look overcast here at Le Mans in the mid-afternoon. Riding on board the number 8 Toyota through the Porsche curves.
One of the LMP here.
As we make our way around one of the LMP2s. .30, 31, 32, 33.
Time 3:39.12.
3 more laps.
So according to the timing, that was our fastest lap of the race so far. Indicated there on the steering wheel, 339.123.
Down to Mulsanne straight once again. 9th lap of our 12th lap stint. No one around the race right now. So just consider trying to save some fuel right now. Still no one around to brake with.
Having a quick look at the standings, looks like Matt Campbell must have stopped again, as he has dropped down to 10th place now, 76 seconds behind the lead. And right now, as of June 2025, it looks like Studio 397 is still trying to figure out the leaderboard here, and we're actually using an external application through SimHub to provide the timing data for this race. There is the HUD
41.25.
on the lower left that indicates our position in relation to the other cars on the track as we circle around.
Lost a little bit of time to that Gemini.
On the upper left,
Not braking enough into turn 2.
our position in comparison to our class. You can see there that the number 8 Toyota in first place, Gemini second place. Kevin Estra in the number 6 Porsche, third place. Earl Bamber in the blue Cadillac, number 2 in fourth place. Antonio Fluco in the number 50 Ferrari,
59%
fifth
tire
place.
wear on the left rear.
Oliver
Feels
Rasmussen,
okay.
sixth place. As we approach,
A couple of cars in a bit. That is Earl Bamber.
the first chicane,
Kevin Estra. That is number 5 Porsche.
so as we approach the first chicane, the yellow flag was out. I believe it was for this LMP2
Falling
as
down
he was going very
the,
slowly
cut.
through.
Oh, what was that? Did we just get struck by a car? Did not see that car.
Yes, it was actually on camera. We did get struck from behind by the LMP2 that we just had recently passed.
Where did you come from?
And it
There's no
was
damage.
obviously under heavy braking. We are braking a little bit early at this point, again to conserve the tires and the fuel. So perhaps a mistake by the LMP2 there. Fortunately, no damage indicated here.
We've got 2.6 laps on virtual energy. Lap 10.
Blue flag flashing in the light box for this LMP2.
So I think if you have to accelerate hard, the only way to save on virtual energy is to lift and shift up early. Or
So another item for Studio 397 to take a look at is the behavior of the AI or the other cars on the track as a result of the flag, blue flag, for example. And right now there is nothing holding you back from speeding in the yellow, and no penalties as of right now for passing in the yellow.
Lap 3, 44,
11.
9.
So on the upper right of your screen, you can see there that we are now on lap 24.
And at the end of the lap, that is our strategy.
And indicated there on the upper part, the green wrench that you see there is the call for the pits. And we are running out of fuel. We have 4 gallons. But more importantly, the virtual energy is now 9.9.
Right now, Antonio, second place, 47 seconds behind. So both Ferraris that have stopped at this point, they are a little bit shorter than us on their stint.
And having a look at the lower left of the steering wheel display, you can see there that our energy is 8.8. In the last lap, we used 8.09. So if we don't come in to make a pit stop and refuel, we will be penalized once again with a stop and go. And we have run a race here.
Like they are in the pits now.
At Le Mans, for example, we were penalized 100 seconds being stopped in the pit box for violating or passing the 0% virtual energy rule. And at that point, we had less than 1 lap of fuel, so we actually ran out of fuel on the track once we were released. So while we were in the pits during our stop and go, we couldn't refuel or recharge our virtual energy, and we did end up running out of fuel somewhere out on the track, and that ended our race day.
So 6.4% of virtual energy left. We are coming in at the end of this lap.
Once again, we are coming in at the end of this lap, and it is going to complete our second stint. So while we are in the pits, we are going to make a decision whether or not to change out of these tires, as well as completely refuel the car.
And still very early in the race. Tires are actually still pretty good. We are coming in.
So we follow the Lamborghini into the pits. Very hard braking. A little bit of a mess there. Activate our pit speed limiter.
And it is second stint, 42 hours. Time now 22:30 and 7 seconds into the race.
And once again, that is going to do it for us on the second stint.
Ferrari at the end of the pit.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know how you are enjoying the race, and we'll join you for the next stint. Thanks for watching.